Cellos. Welcome back, people. It's the Critic Corp. I am Toke. This is my little anime corner review today. Welcome. I'm here to do it on X-Men 97, episode 3. Yeah, man. Shit got pretty spicy this episode, bro. We already got introduced to Sinister, man. I knew Sinister was going to be, like the main villain, the main focus villain of this series, this go around with this series. But I didn't think he was gonna be introduced so quickly. I thought maybe later on in this series, like episode 6 or 7 or something. But just build up to him really. But this one, right off the jump, like episode 3 with it, But yeah, man. We left off last week with how things ended with another gene showing up to their doorstep and shit. The clone gene or whatnot, and come to find out, that gene is the real gene, is the actual gene, and the gene that's that they've been around this whole time, the one that's standing in the living room, the one that just gave birth to her and Scott's baby, is the Foss gene, and Beast, he finds that out quickly through his little test observations, and also figures out that this is all Sinister's doing, and he's plotting. He's plotting on something even greater than just making a false gene. He wanted the baby. That was his main goal, was get this baby out of Scott. So he finessed this menace of a man, bro. He finessed Scott to fuck his fucking false clone as gene, just to conceive a baby and whatnot, and fucking so he can snatch up the baby for his evil doing, for his little experimenting. Now, if you guys don't know, Sinister, that's what he's known for. He's known for experimenting on mutants and using whatever results he gets to enhance his his abilities and prolong his lifespan. Pretty much make him immortal. And for Jean and Scott to have a baby, that at that point, these two mutants are very high class level mutants, and for them to make a baby is even beyond fucking powerful in Sinister's eyes. So I don't know what he has cooking up with that shit, or tried to attempt to do, but yeah, man, it was some shit. Cause then he has the Foss gene go crazy and wreak havoc on the whole mansion, and snatch up the baby and bring Nathan, little Nathan, back to his crib. Pretty much. She fucking turned. She named herself. They named them Goblin Queen. I feel like it was just the Phoenix, from all the power, all the power traits I seen. It reminded me of the Phoenix. But they wanted to go with the Goblin Queen. I don't know. But so yeah, she snatches up the baby, fucks up the club, at the mansion, takes the baby. So Magneto, Cyclops, Bishop, and Morph end up having to go after Sinister, the Goblin Queen, and try and rescue the baby. Now, mind you, like I said, the Goblin Queen power is fucking like out of this world, bro. Like on some Phoenix shit. Like literally. She gave all these niggas the pause, bro. Even Magneto couldn't keep up, bro. And if it wasn't for the real Jean, they ass would have been torched. They ass wouldn't even made it to see Sinister. Sinister would have got the job done. Like, cause Jean ends up, you know, remembering who she is, from the help of Logan, and you know, ends up regaining control of her power fully, and helps their ass. She helps their ass. Like, she puts a stop to the Goblin Queen with the quickness, with her telepathic powers. Like I said, bro, Jean, she is a high class level mutant, man. She doesn't even need to be in the same room, same vicinity of your ass to fuck you up. Like, it's bad. And for her to regain back her, you know, her memory and her power, control of her power like that, it was rapt for the Goblin Queen. She used her telepathic powers and broke through Sinister's little evil mind control and made her, you know, side with them. And her and the Goblin Queen, the false Jean ends up, her and Cyclops ends up, you know, going after Sinister and saving the baby. And you know, they thought they thought they did something. You know, they really thought they did something, but Sinister, he was too quick with it. You know, he was too quick on his feet. He already kind of obtained what he was trying to obtain out of this whole experiment, which was making the baby invincible. And he ends up spreading this like techno organic virus strain or whatever, from what Beast seemed to observe and call it. And no, like I said, fucking Sinister is an evil scientist. This man's been around since been around, like the 1800s type of deal. His like all his work and equipment and shit that he uses is far too advanced for Beast, and for Beast to even try and figure out a cure for this virus is like, it's going to take too long, and it won't be done in a timely manner to where they could save the baby Nathan, in time. So Jean, the false Jean, ends up coming up with the idea of letting Bishop take Nathan back to his future, because Bishop, you know, he didn't been there and back. You know, he's a time traveler, so he knows some very highly educated niggas probably. So they let Bishop take him in the hopes of, you know, whoever he got back in his time frame can figure out a cure and save their baby. Scott, he's not with it. He's like really bent up in shape about it. Like, he doesn't want to become like his father, like he streamed out and said, and abandon his only child. And he enters the room like he storms off like he can't be part of this shit type of deal. And Jean, the false Jean ends up you know, using her little telepathic powers upon the baby to, you know, just to install some memory of them, just in case it forgets, you know, who their parents really are and type of shit. And they end up, you know, stuck in the future for a very, very long time type of deal. after that, False Jean ends up making her exit as well, and also changes her name. She says her goodbyes to the clone Jean. My bad, not the clone Jean, the real Jean, and tells her, my name now is Madeline Pryor. You can call me that. Your name is Jean. My name's Madeline. And yeah, this is the time for our departure. I I can't stay here. I've always wanted to leave. You, on the other hand, are meant to be here. This is your, this is your home. This is your friends. This is your family. I'm just a test subject, a random test subject, unsuccessful test subject. But yeah, man. That was like the most the main gist of that episode, honestly. We also got to see Storm at the very, very end. She gets an unexpected visit from one of Professor Xavier's old friends by the name of Forge, and he proceeds to tell her, that he can help. He can help with her problem, with the loss of her powers. He can help her get them bitches back, and that's how it ends, pretty much. That's how it ends, Storm face just in shock, and yeah. So, hopefully fucking Storm gets that shit up and going again, and can feel a part of her mutant family that she once was a part of and shit, and not just feel like a burden and whatnot. And hopefully we get to see fucking baby Nathan make it back, at some point with Bishop. So other than that, man, Sinister, I already know that wasn't the first time we gonna see Sinister, man. He's probably cooking up in the lab as we speak right now. So yeah, like and subscribe, guys. Leave some comments. Let me know what you guys thought about this episode. Support the motherfucking corp, as I always say. Thank you. Appreciate you guys for always tuning in. And I'll be back fucking later on tonight with that Blood and Honey. That Winnie the Pooh Blood and Honey Part 2, baby. So stay tuned for that. And so be it. Toodles.